And then this is the kind of noob trap setup killer. If we try to come this way, the boulder comes crashing through. And then you just fight a bunch of Cabra demons, a bunch of Taurus demons, and so having another recycled... Why is that back now? Well, you got by the oldest one in the book. Venom says, when you started this playthrough, you mentioned how obvious the ball rolling trap was, and I thought he's going to fall for it on a second trip through the asylum. I figured he probably didn't have a lot of hits with this Vihander. Wait, what? That's actually really, really funny. Just straight up assassinated right there. Okay. Let's go get our damn souls back. So now we should have a little time to read chat. Nix what I said about the souls, guys. So if I remember correctly, you actually just need to walk off here. You don't run. Because that screwed me up for a while. Well, sometimes I just get stubborn. Which I really shouldn't do on stream. I tell myself not to do it on stream, and then I end up doing it anyway. Alright. Or then I say, let's play smarter, and then I continue to do the exact stupid thing that got me in the situation in the first place. There's our stairs over there. Damn it! I think I should survive the fall. Unless we get hit by, like, the skull again. I was wrong. Hello everyone! Sorry for the delay. Welcome into another episode of The Last Protagonist Plays The Last Hero of Nostalgaia. I hope you guys are doing well as always. On yesterday's stream, we continued going beyond the depths up the theater district. We eventually fought the Smo analog, which is a very nimble dancer of all things. And then we got into what is totally not Darkroot Gardens from not Dark Souls 1. So we left off there. We met the old guy. He said a bunch of stuff that I forgot about. And I was admiring the level design and the layout of this part. We also picked up a pseudo Zweihander. Hold on. Looks like we have the weird YouTube chat issue again. There we go. And I was playing around with that a bit. Damn it. Been having a lot of technical difficulties tonight, unfortunately. But hopefully they have all been hammered out now. Alright, so I didn't fully explore this area, and I'm afraid that I've forgotten bits of it since yesterday's stream, so I might need to do some backtracking. I wasn't able to get... Oh, there's an anvil here now. That totally was not there the first time around, I swear. We also fought a weird butterfly NPC, and from beating the weird butterfly NPC...
Huh? There ain't supposed to be an anvil in the wilds. Discarded amidst so many tools of field and forge. Who would do this? Even those who hate your kind still gotta work. This wasn't just discarding some traditions. It was a discarding of tradition itself. I wonder what this anvil has helped forge. Maybe I can replicate the feats accomplished upon it.
We fought the weird butterfly NPC, and then that'll reveal to us the way to go through... I can't remember what the Dark Souls 2 forest is called. That was all shrouded in mist and invisible enemies, but we had a place that kind of reminded me of that in this area as well, so... We got its wing, which acts as a map, and now that we've got the anvil accessible, we can upgrade our Naginata as well as our Zweihander. It's a pretty substantial power increase. Ooh, I could save up for another fragment of tradition. But it might be better for me to just go with the Naginata. Oh man. I deal like 4 times as much damage. Not really. Actually like 3 times, unironically. Huh. Anyway.
I feel like a real part of your story, hero.
As the next Mendacious Cat, welcome back in, you guys. Sorry, I was not trying to ignore you.
How can I serve you, hero?
So now we have the Dex one. Life one. I wish it said which does which. Oh, I guess Source, God, I'm blind. Balance, Independence. Check out our Naginat. There's almost no reason not to do this, holy crap. And we'll see how it goes for now.
I feel like a real part of your story, hero.
Okay. Don't know why I couldn't get him yesterday. Probably just a bug. So I feel like I didn't explore to the right of this area fully. We have a potentially new area on the left. One of the other things to keep a mental note of is that new area beyond that spot that I was just at. And all the people in the trees. So, Mendacious, did you get any good mail from the mail carrier of life, as it were? Or is it all junk mail? Is this where we first came in from? Might be. I think it is. Right, and then that one let us get through, so we had to go through the door thingy. I think I should still hop down there eventually anyway. There's also supposed to be a crone in this area, and we might be able to get memories of a weapon or armor. Next to its house. Oh, okay, now I know where I am. Okay, that's where that thing was. Right, so that's the first area. That should be clear. So anything to the right of this is no good. Hmm. You know what, yeah, let's go through the misty place first. Didn't think so. Wait, this is a different spot. I've not been down here. Or I have. Heh. Mendacious, your new job's in a mailroom, so it's more literal? Oh, I see. Village. The ritual is purpose. And that goes that way, right? I don't remember much other than the ritual circle here. I guess I'll go back to Sacrifice 3. Sacrifice 3 almost sounds like an Uno penalty. Jaw 4 or sacrifice 3 family members. Ah! That's right, I can't switch enemies in the middle of the attack. Doesn't have that Dark Souls quality of life. Ah, it's a zombie skeleton. Ooh, an empty rib cage. Hell yeah. A forgotten transformative costume ravaged by pixelization. Some relics are too far gone to be restored. Must. How? Perform. You know, this does give a lot of defensive value for its weight. Probably looks awful, but let's check it out. Actually, that looks a lot better than I was expecting it would. Oh, I've not been that way then, huh? So I go this way then? I think that is what I did. This brings me back over here. Ah, okay. And that goes to the spooky forest. That's fine. I want to go there. Before I go that way, we'll go this way. Subtle evil dudes. Don't know if I could one-shot them with this weapon. I can. That upgrade. Ooh, bony fingers. It certainly helped out. I do like that the equipment drops go straight into your inventory. Oh, we got this yesterday. Piece of tradition. Shard of metal from some past weapon. A confident smith can fold this into a current weapon, permanently increasing the relic's power. Poem of Source. An ancient poem about some past hero's cosmic mastery. This can inspire a confident smith to reforge a weapon with increased source scaling. Bony fingers. A forgotten transformative costume ravaged by pixelization. Some relics are too far gone to be restored. Alright, that's the same. Hey, Chadwick, how's it going, sir? Welcome back. Why do I always forget that dash attacks are the devil? Please no. Ah! You're gonna get me. Oh my god. Well played, good sir. Unburdened. What the hell is that? Oh, it's like a sucker? 423 damage. Hold on. Okay. I was like, does that deal more damage than... Oh, the Predator's putter. Oh, we're on a golf course. What is this? It looks like a sucker with a bunch of random crap on it. Like sprinkles. It almost looks like the part of a toilet that is in the tank to drain the water. Hey, Lugo, how's it going? 0.5 soon, baby. You excited? Have you figured out what you're gonna roll with first? Increase party damage? Oh, right, there is crossplay in this. Or not, maybe not crossplay, but multiplayer. My wielder's search for some unclaimed turf compelled him to explore the vastest of Nostalgaia. From a rooftop garden, the cliffs held holes too large for a challenge. The dance of the Great One there unsteadied balance. Upon the beaches of a lake, he felt trapped in the sand. The glare of the Great One there burned red like a stained heart. From the moat of a castle, clutter blocked this putter. The rules of the Great One there were unsportsmanlike. My wielder never tested the pipe layer's domain from which each of these other fun wreckers drew their authority. In the wilds of Nostalgaia, we finally found a patch of grass unclaimed. He planted our flag. So this move set is a little bit different than the Greatsword. Lugo is talking about Path of Exile 2's new patch. It'll be 0.5, 0.5. That'll be coming out at the end of the month. Like 2 weeks away now. SNX, you have PoE 2, but you haven't played it in ages. Well, next patch is supposed to overhaul the entire endgame and make it worthwhile to continue playing. So a lot of people are looking forward to it. Where is... oh, there it is. It's got the book. Lugo, you're not confirmed of anything yet? You're waiting to see the patch notes? Smart. Minions for you is always a safe option if you don't know what to play for the league start. How about me? Any ideas? I'm not entirely sure yet. I have a feeling that the build that I want to run is going to get nerfed to the ground. And that build is the same one as I have featured as a build on my channel. But there's going to be a lot of options opening up with how the uniques are going to get buffed, potentially through that reforging bench thing. Like, stat stacking with Pillar of the Caged God might even be back on the menu. Because even a small buff to its base damage value can have huge impacts for, like, strength stacking. I'm also curious to know if the new mana stacking mace is going to be bait or not. Because it looks like it could be super cool. And I was wondering if it'd be viable to play it with an Oracle, whoops, and take the node that lets you gain spell damage for stacking strength. And I was thinking if you take that plus Crown of Thorns, which makes your spell damage get applied to attacks, then you could just mana stack as an Oracle by strength stacking, because you also have that one Heroic Tragedy, which turns your strength into Energy Shield, which can then be converted via Eldritch Battery into more mana. I wasn't trying to attack Tux. Any advice for a class that's good when starting from zero? There is advice. The only thing is we have no idea what the patch notes are going to give us. So anything I say could be subject to change. But I can't imagine Essence Drain Contagion is going to be bad. But generally speaking, like, classes are more suggestions than anything in Path of Exile 2. Story of Strength. Cool. You're going to re-download it? Yeah, I'd also just wait until the end of the month, Next, because they're redoing significant portions of the campaign, it sounds like, to make it a little bit easier to follow. Hey, we got, I think, the entire skeleton set now. Can be a little skele-buddy. You think they're going to destroy that mana stacking Ember Fusillade build? Yeah, the thing that really makes it work super easily is Time of Need. And I feel like if they nerf Time of Need, they'd be valid for doing so. Okay, now we're back over here.
The reservoir wouldn't want to kill the being beyond, but to save her from herself. Perhaps I can end her suffering.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely interested in the Spirit Walker and taming boss minions, but I feel like that's probably going to be bait. If they make companions good, I don't know. I just can't really see it. Because companions are always going to be kind of slow. Just by the nature of them. I think you might be able to get some cool RF stuff going on. I saw Gazzy looking at a video where somebody was using oil grenades everywhere. And they were using an RF minion, or not RF, what's it called? Minion instability, no, Infernal Legion minion to ignite the oiled ground. So they're essentially taking the Infernal Legion range and just maximizing the crap out of it, which actually looked really cool. But still kind of clunky. But with the Spirit Walker, one idea that I have, which may or may not be bait. Oh yeah, we went over here. Okay. Would be getting a really good weapon and then using the wolf companions with it. Because you'd be taking like 60% of your attack damage multiplied by, I think, 6 wolves. Plus whatever bonuses they get on top of that. Could be powerful, but I think the wolf AI has problems, from my understanding. Asnex, you're still working on Dragon Quest monsters. The only thing the classes give is what weapons you can equip and what gems you can make, you think? Yes, there are also ascendancies, so the classes do matter. Maybe I spoke a little bit flippantly. But they're not like the be-all, end-all. Like, you can make most builds work on any class. Well, not really. My point is, you can use any weapon with any class. And a lot of people tend to conflate the two when they shouldn't always be conflated. Lugo, all the videos of the new boss companions teasers are shown in open areas. You feel like the AI will not be as great in small maps with doorways and small hallways. Like I said, they do look slow. Gazzy and his mod brought up a good one to consider, which kind of flew under my radar, but kind of made sense after they talked about it. Was that scorpion that you can fight in the interludes and in the Trial of Sekimas, the third trial boss. Because it has actually a lot of AoE inbuilt into its attacks. Its attacks do come up pretty quickly as well. But they did say that they're going to be working a lot of the layouts. I wonder if they're going to make them bigger, oops, for some of these companions to fit through. But in general, while I do really like minions, just there's no way they're ever going to compete with the grossness that is Spark cast on Comet. Or even Arc cast on Comet. Well, stuff like that, because they just have so much more coverage. Alright, so I think we fully explored this area now. Okay. Now with that out of the way, we'll go back into the spooky zone. Maybe I should go heal first. Oh, heal and level up. Yeah. Where was that ladder? There it is. As next, you're thinking about going back to either Final Fantasy XIV or Guild Wars 2. Path of Exile 2 works as well. Be careful. If you get addicted, you might get sucked in. Well, you get sucked in, you might get addicted. That's probably the better way to say it. Hail of Luck. Brother. Okay, and he still died from that first hit. This game's kind of janky. Ask next, the problem is you never do. For me, I generally think that it takes about 3 attempts to really get into Path of Exile. Maybe you've already done your 3 attempts, but like the first time, it's like dipping your toes in the water. The second time is like up to your ankle, and then the third time you just go all the way in. And then you don't see that person ever again. Lugo, oh yeah, Leech is being changed. I honestly don't think that's going to affect Cast on Comet that much. I don't know how well that's going to work on Blood Mages. I'm not sure if Leech is a problem. I've heard other people say that it is. But I don't know if it's Leech in general or Blood Mage / Cast on Crit. That's the true problem. Oh yeah, we go halfway up here. Now we go all the way up here. And I go down. Okay. Aha. As next, you get in, then bounce off. You used to love WoW, but after learning about the scandals at Blizz, you swore you'd never play a Blizzard game again. You got D4 for free from your monthly games, but you refused to play it. Understandable. I always have such mixed feelings about stuff like that, because I totally think it's valid to not want to support a company that does stuff like that and has those types of scandals. So I'm not going to try to throw shade at anybody else for feeling that way and acting upon those feelings. But by the same token, like, not everybody who worked on the game acted that way. So it kind of sucks to throw the baby out with the bathwater and cause collateral damage to people who are just trying to do their jobs as best they can. Did I come in this way or the other way? They must have come this way, but because I'd killed the skeletons, I didn't realize. Lugo, you wonder if they're going to change the Oracle Ascendancy crit node? I honestly like it. The inevitable crit. I think it's a really good node. I was honestly baffled when people looked at the Oracle and they thought it wasn't going to be good. I was like, brothers, just slap a Choir of the Storm on this build and, you know, and almost anything, and it's going to do something at least. With crit scaling the way that it is, I just couldn't imagine any world where Oracle would be outright bad. But to be fair, I do think that node is what makes the Oracle good. And then if Oracle didn't have that node specifically, I really don't know what it has going on for it. Like the, what are they called? The Oracle passives are cool, but not phenomenal. I would definitely be very hard-pressed to want to play an Oracle if they changed that node specifically. So if they killed an aspect of it and then made it better elsewhere, maybe. But would you even want to play Oracle without that node, Lugo? Or would that just be kind of dead in the water for you too? Ask next, you agree? It's just the people who did it at the top of the company, and most of them are still there. That's fair, yeah. But not to defend Blizzard, it's just like, I feel like it's a case of never meet your heroes, because the more you learn about people at the top of any company, I felt like it's never been for the better. Maybe there's a couple exceptions, like the, I don't know, the Costco CEO or something. Do I have to use the thing? Oh, I have to follow the wispy things, don't I? Am I getting baited? No? Okay. Hey, Stella, how's it going? Welcome back. Can't wait until I get ganked. Ruined receptive hinge. Let's see if I can remember anything here. Why does this glow when I first come down here? Increases your maximum access. Lugo, it's the same for you. That node's what attracts you to the Oracle. Without it, you don't know if you choose the Oracle. The only reason you would is if they improved the totem nodes and spell totems in general. I feel like the game needs more skills in general. And it sounds like my opinion is the minority opinion, but I kind of don't like that all of these new skills are kind of being relegated to going on to uniques and stuff. Which I don't have anything against that per se, but I just want more skills in the game. Because I'm a little bit burnt out on the leveling skills that we have already. But I think part of that is just because so many are weak that it's not fun to level with them. And I don't want to just continue leveling with EDC or plants or crossbows. Which I don't really care if we get swords or not. I think they will be cool. Or rather, I hope they'll be cool. But I just wish we had a little bit more going on, especially in the early levels. Like the Raven Flock skill, I think it's probably going to be bait, and by the time people get it, like the game's going to be over, which feels really lame to me.
Oh, clever, clever. Found his hovel, have you? I assure you, the previous inhabitant will not be returning. I know what you are, nameless thing. Before heroes were a class, it was a simpler time. When the first heroes were defined, the legacy of shared origins was honored in their deeds. But they have forgotten what they are, what they were, and what does that leave a dying world to do? All is being forgotten. Nothing is new. Can you grasp how you exemplify this riddle? You are not the only miracle. There's another. A thing I've not seen for cycles. A new NPC has spawned in Nostalgaia. An innocent. If you would be my friend, bring them this trinket. It shan't hurt them. Bring my gift to the innocent one. They are a miracle, and they're not safe. I will appreciate it.
She's gonna kill him. That's why she's called a crone. She's not like some lovely old lady. Maiden Crone's Gourd. A dried gourd with runes etched into it. It smells surprisingly fresh. The Maiden Crone from Warlock's Wilds wants you to give this to an innocent. So we were supposed to remember something, I think, by the Crone's house? But she said you found his house. So whose house is this? I don't see any shaking things. Hey, Global, welcome back in. Saying NPC directly. Well, that's what they are. They all know that they're part of a game world or something like that. Memory being a double entendre in this game.
Bring my gift to the innocent one. They are. I will.
Lugo, the Raven Flock staff has gotten in the Simulacrum Pinnacle boss drop. Having to farm that sounds annoying to you to get max support sockets? Oh yeah. I don't know if you know this. I only learned it last league, incidentally. But you can 3-to-1 uniques and potentially get them to level up if their eye level is high enough in the, not the real Recombinator, but the 3-to-1 thingy. It's Vengarl! Oh. Well, that's neat. We got a little bit of a shortcut, or not. Will I even be able to get back up this? I don't think I will. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried that having to farm some of the endgame content like Simulacrum is going to get really annoying really quickly. But who knows? We'll see. You learned that recently too? Yeah. So that will probably unironically be a good way to get some currency early on in the league. Just 3-to-1ing items to get a level 20 unique. And selling that at more value. Like, I wish I learned about that sooner, because I would have done that for Choirs of the Storm and made so much bank this league. Although I probably would have gotten tired of it quickly. I don't really like farming for currency in any form. I just like playing the game. The one rune they're adding where you can transfer uniques to it is going to be so busted. I'm so curious what is going to count as an Ezomite or a Kalguran unique and what all that's going to do for things. Brother just walked through my attack. Holy crap. Just sauntered through it. Source weapon code. What the hell hit me? I heard him. Is he up there? What a jerk. Don't know if I'm gonna die if I get that bar filled up or whatnot. Also being able to add, maybe not add sockets to runes, sorry, sockets to rings. Or even just having some rings with sockets is going to be a pretty big deal, I think, from the breach tree. Okay, so that's that spot. Then we come to the right up here. And go up this way. I see. I've not been here. I feel like this league is going to be very, very good for SSF players, which is something, even though I'm not an SSF player, I think it's just better for the overall health of the game. Oh, okay, okay. This comes back to this dude.
Back to your quest, hero.
She told me to meet some girl. I kind of zoned out. I don't remember where the girl is. So my plan was to go back to that dude to come to this area, but apparently I don't need to do that anymore. Okay. Oh, no, I guess it worked out the way that I just did it.
Bring my gift. They are I will.
So we have a new NPC somewhere. Do you know if there's a limit to how many of those unique transfer power runes you can have equipped? I'm assuming it's going to be one. Kind of like the soul cores, and I think even some of the special runes. Yeah, the special runes like the hedge witch one, which grants an additional spell level, is only one per character. That new Monk Ascendancy gets more rune space as well. Yeah, I feel like it'd be too broken if they had more than one available. I need to not be over here. Well, it is confirmed that I have the exact right combination of equipment on, because if I had any less physical defense, I would have died. Also, welcome back in, Meow. Sorry if I missed you. Stella, you need to lock in and play Metal Gear Solid 2. You played the other ones, right? Or many of the other ones? I need a map for this area. So I don't remember where I have and have not been. That dude was actually invisible. Okay. Stella, you played none of them. Oh. But you got Metal Gear Solid 2 back in January? That was janky as hell. Bluegill, you want to transfer Mage Blood to a rune? Uh-huh, I'm sure that's gonna work. Chadwick, you're gonna start Metal Gear Solid when Stella does? When I was looking back through my PlayStation library the other day, I did notice that I somehow got Metal Gear Solid 5 in my library. So this is just how this is, isn't it? I think this is intentional. Global should start Peace Walker at some point. Yeah, 5 was a free PSN game. That's how I got it. Which I should probably cancel my PSN, to be honest. Like, I've not made as much use of it as I should have. So I actually wrote down a bunch of the games that I was like, oh yeah, maybe I'll play this, that I didn't remember that I'd gotten over the years. Where's this go? Where's this alleged innocent again? Oh, have I been here? No. Is this gonna go back? Ah, okay. I did call it. That we'd go all the way back to the beginning eventually. SNX, you know, I know that you have Humble Bundle, right? I mean, I've heard you talk about it. I don't know what that means. Oh, you just get the codes and whatnot? Honestly, don't look at Humble Bundle enough. Probably should be looking at it more. Try not to buy very many games to begin with. And when I do buy them, try to buy them on sale after they've already released. So I don't get caught up in FOMO and make sure that I actually want to play it. Once a month you get 8 games. Oh, you have like a subscription to it? I didn't even know that was like an option. $150 for a year, so 12 times 8 games. I really wish I remembered what that crone told me. But, on the other hand, I never found the 4th tower, so I must not have fully explored that area. Works out to $1.56 per game. That's not too bad, if you play the games, that is. Seems like a bad plan, my man. So instead of sacrifice 3, let us go this way to village. Most are good, so if you ever spot one on Humble Bundle Choice, the subscription service, you have it. I've had Choice since it launched. Maybe I'll need to look into that. Remind me to do that on the Discord. But thankfully, since I've been playing a lot of the games on my backlog on the stream, I feel like I'm catching up on the backlog slowly but surely. But of course, the backlog always keeps growing. More games come out. Like Mina the Hollower's coming out this month, apparently. We had Chess Souls, that's also either coming out or has come out this month, or maybe it was last month. I feel like I'm also forgetting something else that just came out super recently. That I haven't played. I feel like it might have been another Souls-like. Games, infinite games, but no games. Reminds me of those complaints about television in the 90s. So many channels, but nothing to watch. It's kind of true, though. Like when we got DirecTV when I was a kid, I had like over 100 channels, but I felt like I only ever watched like 3 or 4 of them. I still need to play Mortal Shell 1, Mendacious, which is a game that I got through PSN. So it's like the maybe eventually thing. But yeah, maybe that other game that I was thinking of might have been Neo 3. I don't remember. That was earlier this year. Maybe I'll just level up. Asnux, you got Assassin's Creed Valhalla from last month. That was their lead game. Looks like we're slowly being converted into a strength stacker. You haven't redeemed it? That reminds me, I think I've got a Pragmata code. Maybe I have 2 of them. Need to figure out what I want to do about that game. Chadwick, I liked Kazan a lot. You think that I might vibe with the Neo series? I'm pretty sure that I will. I did not get into Neo 1, but I only played a very tiny bit of it. And the whole reason why I stopped is because Kazan came out. So I'm open to playing them eventually. I actually want to go through and play Kazan with the spears for my 3rd time. I probably need to go through the spooky forest. I don't think I fully explored it. That's what it was. Okay. So I should go back. Global play it! Neo's difficult, but it feels different from the other Souls difficult. It's not a Souls game, it's Ninja Gaiden with Souls elements. Get it right. It's too late, Chadwick. I've depicted me as the Souls player. And you as the Ninja Gaiden Soy Jack. Hey, Fiked Sai. I'm not sure if I said that correctly. Welcome into the stream. You've never heard of this game? What's it like? This is very similar in terms of feel to Dark Souls 1, at least mechanically. It's a little bit jankier than that, believe it or not, but it's a little bit more satirical. We have elements of a narrator dunking on the main character all the time, as well as... Where did it just go? Kind of satirical dialogue in general that makes fun of Souls games. So if you enjoyed Dark Souls 1, this might be up your alley. $50-50 if I pick up on key pulsing really fast or I get stubborn and chooses to never learn it. Probably the latter. Let's be real here. Stubborn. Me passing that up? Ain't no way. You love DS1? You'll have to check this out then? Yeah, I definitely recommend this. It wasn't very expensive. I'm pretty sure I picked it up on sale though. But yeah, some people in the chat had recommended this to me a while back. Now I was surprised that I didn't hear about it because it seems silly enough. But I'm enjoying it. Like it really does give a lot of feels of DS1, which is my favorite Dark Souls game. Not necessarily my favorite Soulsborne, mind you, but the world building is very different, so it doesn't compare to Dark Souls on that front at least. But so far, the story has been making fun of Dark Souls in a way that makes sense and doesn't feel completely... Oh, what's the word? Forced? That wasn't the word that I was trying to think of. No, let's just ignore the fog. Oh no, we're drowning. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. Let me get rid of this stupid bot. Do the Falconer's legs go crazy? That's a good question. I said DS1, not DS2. DS1 jank is because it's old, and the second of its kind. Nostalgaia jank is just jank. Yeah. Like, I feel like some of the jank could have just been adjusted. I don't know if the devs have the time, resources, or whatnot. It's just a little bit of a shame that they haven't tweaked it a little bit more. Because I could enjoy it that much more if they had. Like, they massacred my boy, the Zweihander. But they do be calling it the scope cutter for a reason, right? Well, I guess this did take me to the Crone House. Okay. I think I did get everything here. Have I reached my first you done goofed moment where I didn't pay enough attention to the NPCs, so now I don't know what to do?
Bring my gifts to the innocent one. They are a miracle.
Did we have an actual exit down here? The animations are very Dark Souls, yeah. Oh wait, maybe I need to remember in here. Temporarily add source damage to your right hand weapon. And it costs 9 source. Okay. Ooh. While the zone boss waited for heroes to reach the standing stones, he gave wearers of me and my kin their directives from his hovel. Every zone had a story, a conflict, and a purpose. After a hero had cleansed the mines, the grateful villagers would implore them to rescue their children before continuing on to save the monarch. The NPCs who wore me played the role of kids that had been corrupted beyond redemption by the warlock's evil spells. The quest we facilitated encouraged heroes to ponder the value of innocence and potential. Hey, welcome back, Lugo. No worries. I said that I doubt that they're going to add Mage Blood to the pool of uniques that could go into a rune. That's pretty much it for the Path of Exile 2 talk. The memory mechanic's pretty cool. I like that, to be honest. It actually encourages people to read the lore. And also to pay attention to their surroundings, because they need to know what the lore is talking about at times. Alright, so let's follow the lights now. Yeah, Lugo, I wonder how much better the Chronomancer is going to be. I think that class has potential. And part of me hopes they do a little bit more with skill duration stuff and cooldowns. I feel like they could combine a lot of the notables that they have already, and it won't change much for the class. Thought I heard something else. Okay. What do I assume the Mage Blood will do since I have no utility flasks like in Poe 1? I honestly have no idea. I feel like the charms are nowhere near the effectiveness of what they are in Path of Exile 1. And so if Mageblood had to do anything with charms like that, it would just suck. It really would. I can't imagine that's what they want Mageblood to be. And Mark said it could potentially be a divine sync, which I'm skeptical of because, I mean, by the time somebody gets a Mageblood, it's it's pretty much GG, right? So this is like super powered evil fog? Okay. I never went up here. Okay. It's a 4. And also, I feel like almost no matter what they do, it's going to be really hard to want to put on a Mageblood over a Headhunter. Because if it has to do with flasks, you could just still use a Headhunter and occasionally get flasks. So a Mageblood's power would have to be absolutely ridiculous to even compete with Headhunter in the first place. So the spooky fog is gone. So the lights have been dispelling it, I see. Brother, stop missing. How about you, Lugo? Do you think that there's going to be... like, what do you think they could even possibly do with Mageblood to have it compete? What a jerks. One of the things that I'm also curious about, who is that? Oh, it's one of those things, is Mark and Jonathan said that they're redoing the modifiers for certain things. Like, does that mean the Delirium mods will start to go properly on monsters? And will you be able to pick up the Delirium type modifiers via Headhunter or Tamed Beasts? Just really... Got it. So there's just going to be a ton of changes this patch, and it's going to be interesting to see how it all fits together. I'm still worried that a lot of the issues that the game has are going to remain with like the progression of the campaign, especially for newer players, and the state of RNG affecting the smoothness of a campaign run. The hell is that? Something fell. Let's try to get one of these guys at a time. Ah! The little dude, where'd he come from? Cool. Chadwick Modern Gaming, physical copy, still has to download all 3 titles to play the dumb thing. Yeah, if you play on console, now they make you back up the files digitally onto the console itself for you to play the physical disc. Which kind of makes sense because it's faster than reading from the disc in a lot of cases. Alas. Red racers. Easy maker key. Yo, this place would have sucked if I just ran in. Lugo, the only thing you can think of for the Mage Blood is having to do with charms. Some people were wondering if it have the effect of like the Shrine Belt. Because if it gave us shrines, I could see it potentially having a case to exist. Ruined Playful Leaf. Making your charms permanently active without needing a trigger condition would pair very nicely with the Asmeri charms. Well, the issue is, in PoE 1, the charms... Sorry, the flasks only worked with magic flasks, not the unique ones. And the charms in Path of Exile 2 are extremely weak in comparison to that. Like, we don't have an armor charm, phasing, movement speed. We don't have a generic resistance charm. So I feel like even if we had every charm active that the game has that's not unique, Headhunter would still be better. Red racers. Oh, they're Sonic's shoes, aren't they, huh? This relic can only be remembered through sacrifice of 4,000 memory. Mendacious, you were playing a demo that was 60 gigs somehow. You don't think that's normal? That's not terribly uncommon anymore, yeah. I think part of it is like they give you more or less the data for the full game, expecting / hoping that you might buy it, but just not... Well, maybe it's more like it's too much work to scrub absolutely everything, and there might be contingencies in the code that the demo relies on in the main version, the full version of the game. Chadwick, remember when having a gigabyte hard drive was mind-blowingly carnivorous? Cavernous. I can't read. Now it's like, should I get the 5 terabyte SSD as well? When I was upgrading my computer, I was definitely thinking about upgrading the SSD, and then I looked at the price of SSDs, and I was like, oh my god. Things are getting out of control. I'd forgotten what secondary hard drive I put into my old computer, and I was glad to rediscover that it was 2 terabytes. So, I'm chilling for now. I'll just delete things when I don't need it. Right. Footwear for running like the speed of sound. With the emergence of a new evil, Nostalgaia shuddered and offered a new hero. My hero, Acoustic. Whoops. Because Mercutio had sacrificed nothing back into the world which made him, the rebirth that accompanied my hero was broken, partial, fragmented, only backwards looking. Some NPCs spawned out of insufficient material, less whole, less eager. Some remained from the previous cycle, confused as they were never intended to remember multiple heroes' journeys. My wearer followed the intended path to the lair of the adversary, for the gauntlet was still largely intact. There he confronted Mercutio. But unlike the adversary before him, Mercutio did not fight to serve the story, he fought to retain his power. My hero was not prepared for the desperation. When Mercutio stabbed my wearer with the Void Shard, it shattered inside his heart and erased him from the Almighty's memory. Oh. Got rid of him like the shoe in Roger Rabbit. Mendacious, do you think it will get to a terabyte game within our lifetime? We're probably going to hit that with GTA 6. Maybe not that close, but... I don't know. My guess is easily north of 400 to potentially 700 gigs. But they might figure out how to condense for consoles.
Golly gosh! Did you meet the scary lady in the spooky shack? Oh boy. Guess you gotta make a choice, huh? Hey, I have a fun idea. How about you give the innocent my little gift instead of hers? An innocent wouldn't be able to stay innocent long in this messed up world.
So even more choices. Do I have the third choice of doing neither? The Reservoir's Gift. A singularly still silver box. It seems to absorb sound. The Reservoir of Pain wants you to give this to an innocent. Don't know what to make of all this.
Oh, it hurts! Oh, yeah, it hurts. Oh, I can take it. Oh, I can take it.
What if Mage Blood gave all your skills an extra support slot? Oh, God. My knee-jerk reaction is that's too strong, but maybe not. Maybe that would be
What
Mage
so
Blood
many
worthy.
cycles had crumbled, might it yet be restored? Dare the narrator hope?
Or add 2 to 4 support gems on the belt that supports all of your skills. The power aspect of that is interesting to consider, but I feel like that would run into a lot of code type issues with making it work. Because right now you can kind of already brute force some skill support gem interactions that are unnatural. Like with Time of Need, if you put, what's it called, Hyoxy's Fulmination into the skill, then you can slot in, what was it? You can slot in another support gem which further lowers its duration, which you can't do normally because you gave the skill gem another tag, which you could do things like that in Path of Exile 1, which I think is cool. But whether it's intended or not is another question. A lot of torture stuff here. It's a wolf! Should have remembered the third hit never hits. But those are definitely very neat ideas.
A good king once held power here. Back when our story made sense, an imposter would shroud the castle in darkness. That was the tale we agreed to. And the good king was always meant to reseat his throne. So many times was he saved, while never truly in danger. Now, true danger grips us all. Please, save the king.
Just goes right there. Okay, that's what I thought. Bear seek last. She does have the Shanalot cloak on, except it's blue, right? What'd you get for howling? Jars of eyeballs. Mesmer was here. Memory of a corrupt hero. Probably means corrupt in the memory sense, huh? So Astanex, how is everything going with the puppies? And Wilma, how's she doing well? This kind of reminds me of the way into the Forbidden Woods. Oh, can't get up there. When you're first going through the village. I do appreciate having a Sekiro-like parry for two-handing weapon like this. It's kind of nice. Am I going the right way? I don't want to be going the right way. Unburdened. I heard him. I didn't see where he was coming from. Well, I just got mobbed. Rip. Too bad my R2 charged one did not hit both of them. It's quite unfortunate. Oh, there's nothing here. Well, that solves that mystery. Wonder if we have any real fake walls in this game. I didn't know they attacked like that. Damn it. I heard him. I don't know where this dude's ganking me from. Alright, maybe I should have gone with an R2 instead. Might have been fine. Worst case scenario, I'll switch to the halberd. Glad that third hit hit. Oh yeah. Roll iframes extended. Hey Robbie, welcome back. How are you doing? Okay. That was weird. Well, these things hit hard. Aha, is that the dude? How do I get up there? Well, I'm very lucky the other dude just decided to delete himself. Is he back now? Is this the same dude? I can walk up debris? Hmm. Alright, so did I get the guy that was killing me? I did not. He's over there. I heard him. Damn it. Lugo, how long have I been making YouTube content? You watch some of my From Software videos? Hey, thanks. I think it was last October. I hit my 5-year mark making like FromSoft content. I made some other random videos before that, but it's just kind of like not really for the purpose of content creation. So about 5 years, I think. When did you start, by the way? Forgot about that dude already. Squish. Good. Now I won't get ganked by two of them. Lugo, May makes it 2 years for you. You started with soccer YouTube shorts for 5 months before buying a semi-good laptop for making long-form videos and gaming content. You a big soccer fan, or did you play a lot? And also, what position? What a jerk. Got him, finally. Look at that creep up there, too. Holy crap. Blood of a forgotten NPC. And Lugo, you checked out my old Soulsborne content. Do you play a lot of Soulsbornes yourself? Alright, so this is all for nothing? Actually, maybe not. Now I'm all paranoid that we're gonna have an item underneath all the garbage everywhere. Aha! Now it's just glowing for no reason. Okay. Lugo, you're mostly a center, attacking mid, or striker. You played most of your life, and the first long-form videos you ever uploaded were boss fights from Elden Ring? Nice. Which boss fights? And what Elden Ring boss is your favorite? Got him. Okay. Just looking up. We're in the Shining Maze. Ruined empty diary. Plus weapon degradation damage. Too bad we don't deal degradation. So the house over here. How's that dude on the cliffs? Oh, I see. Oh, wait, can I not even get there? Name. Got your laptop when the DLC came out, so you did all the DLC bosses as a playlist? Nothing from the base game? Your favorite Elden Ring boss is probably Mesmer. A lot of the bosses are cool, though. I hate Mesmer. Dude has infinite poise. It's all good though. Yeah, the position that I played the most in soccer tended to be on defense. I enjoyed playing a stopper the most. Ooh, haunted thoughts. Because with stopper, you had the freedom to be aggressive on the defense. And you could cover the hole if you got beaten or a teammate was beaten and whatnot. And you didn't have the pressure of being the last man. Mendacious Mesmer is very fun to fight once you've learned it. There were certain things about that fight which I found very frustrating on the first playthrough. Like having to do the double dodge to get past his one spear swipe where he like brings it off to the side and dashes with it.
Henceforth, I shall not interfere. Prove your worth, hero.
No. Well, now I'm not doing it. And one of the other things that I did not like about Mesmer compared to many of the other bosses, at least for the base game, was that some of the moves that he would use weren't as safe as they seemed. Like sometimes in the phase 2, he would do that weird dash that I complained about, needing to dodge twice in succession, which is fine, but then after he do the dash, sometimes the big ass snake pool would erupt from under him. So if you're trying to punish that one move, it's like, well, if you could ever bring up the snakes, then it's not really worth punishing because then you'll trade. And that's really bad in the DLC. Especially if you're doing it no blessings. I just felt like the overall balance of the bosses in the DLC was very messy and they got very sloppy with things. Which sucks, because I really enjoyed the fights in the FromSoft games, especially when they're challenging. But the DLC fights just didn't feel as interactive, I guess, for me. The hardest boss of all time is the camera sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah, I feel like in the damn Golden Hippo fight, you're fighting the camera 60% and the boss 40% until phase 2.
Because you have sinned. Sin pixelates your flesh because it ravages your hearts. Wrongness swells within you. Rehabilitation is not cruelty. It is mercy. The Almighty has granted you the opportunity for atonement. Turn from your corruption. Abandon the pursuits that have cast you into degradation. Salvation waits. Fidelity
She gonna repeat. Messimer. Mendacious, you went back and saved Scum for the Rolana fight just to stomp her with a bunch of different Twin Blade and Starfist setups. I really enjoyed the Rolana fight up until phase 2. And then giving her the elemental damage on top just felt like a little bit unfair. Like, it felt like it would have been easier to learn that second phase if it just didn't become an immediately...
Because you have sinned. Sin pixelates your flesh because it ravages your hearts. Wrongness swells within you. Rehabilitation is not cruelty. It is mercy. The Almighty has granted you the opportunity for atonement. Turn from your corruption. Abandon the pursuits that have cast you into degradation. Waits.
Nice.
Is a whisper. You have strayed. Embrace your pain. Seek your pain. Let your pain change you. Penance begins with shame.
This place was once a facade. We crafted decorative, theatrical torture devices for the great ritual. We didn't want to hurt each other back then. That was your job. The original usurper was in on it, part of the show. But what I hear now is real. Iron Maiden props replaced with an Iron Mistress. I can do more for you again, hero. Memories come back to me.
Ravages your hearts. Wrongness swells within you. Rehabilitation is not cruelty. It is mercy.
So need one more piece of tradition.
The opportunity for atonement. Turn from your corruption. Abandon the pursuits that have cast you into degradation. Salvation waits. Fatality waits. Pain is a whisper from the Almighty. You have strayed. Embrace your pain. Seek your pain. Let your pain change you. Penance begins with shame.
Crushing, that's strength, right?
The great craft ain't yet been forgotten.
Right. I don't remember what I was saying before the NPC lady started talking again. So anyway. Mendacious Shadow the Urtree should have just been a sequel and expanded to a full medium-sized game. I don't know. I mean, it was almost priced as much as a normal game. Which isn't a complaint. Like, I definitely got my money's worth. Lugo, 2 of your favorite bosses was the Nameless King and Dark Eater Midir from DS3. Nameless King is kind of the GOAT, I think, of Dark Souls 3. I also really liked the Gale fight. But I'm a Midir hater for whatever reason. I'm bad at that fight too.
Pain is a whisper from the Almighty.
Wait.
You have strayed. Embrace your pain.
Maybe not. I was wondering if this is the Seek Less lady.
Let your pain change.
Dagger girl. I don't think so.
Begins with shame.
Oh, we have the sconce effect. It's Dark Souls 2, y'all. Fable of Glitch. You fight Midir in a very specific way and it can chafe some people. Yeah, I feel like Midir is actually a camera boss for me. There's one move that he does that always breaks the camera. I'm just like, why? It's the move where he stands up on his hind legs and slams down. Like, I like aspects of it. I just feel like he's always been ridiculously tanky. This dude's coming for my lunch money. Chadwick Nameless King was a nightmare? A fun one, but a nightmare? I never felt like he was a nightmare, for me at least. But I know he was a huge wall for a lot of people. Think of how much the dude that fights Medea every day for the rest of his life feels. Wait, what dude is that? Is it every dude? Because you lose your life every time you fight Medea? Mendacious, you only fight Medea if it's part of the character build you're doing, otherwise nah. Fair enough. For me, it's kind of hard to leave him alone because he looked at me funny. Tunic set? Burden?
Turn from your corruption. Abandon the pursuits that have cast you into degradation. Salvation waits.
My wearer was taught a lesson in humility.
Pain is a whisper.
It's like a letter jacket.
You have strayed.
A mascot.
Embrace your pain. Seek your pain. Let your pain change you. Penance begins with shame.
This looks goofy as hell. It's actually got pretty good stats, especially for its weight. Anyway. There's a YouTuber on his 3rd year now. Gray's Strat. Did he decide to fight Medea every day for the rest of his life? Or is he just bad and stuck on Medea every day for the rest of his life? There's a difference.
Swells within you. Rehabilitation is not cruelty. It is mercy. The Almighty has granted you the opportunity for atonement. Turn from your corruption. Abandon the pursuits that have cast you into degradation. Salvation waits.
Did I just get hit? I think I did. Oh my god. If I just died right then, I would have been so salty. I mean, I'm still salty, but I'm not so salty.
Let your pain change.
Running attack is so bad with this weapon. Alright, Lugo, thanks for joining us, and you have a good night. Also, what game have you been streaming lately? I haven't seen you online. Although maybe I haven't been. Well, no, I guess, I don't know. Maybe it was just bad timing. The shrug. The Metal Gear Solid Master Collection's packed with stuff? Wowzers. Global, he's good at it and plays with all sorts of handicaps. His series is called Medea Every Day for the Rest of My Life number. What a poor man. The funny thing is, this area doesn't have any effect on my build because I already kit myself out like this, huh? How funny would it be if that dude is like, you know, after everything is said and done, don't really enjoy the Medea fight that much.
Because it ravages your hearts. Wrongness swells within you. Rehabilitation
Oh, I never even noticed this.
Abandon the pursuits that have cast you into degradation.
This might be a mistake. Oh no, this is where we came from. It's like a bone.
Penance begins with shame.
Chadwick, there's 7 games, 5 art books, screenplays for everything, soundtracks, the VR missions, 32 gigs of stuff we might actually want for 20 bucks. That actually is really cool. I definitely enjoy when you get extras like that for games. I really miss the days of old when you'd buy like a Super Nintendo game and you'd get a game manual, you'd get merch that goes along with it. Or like computer box games like Ultima, where you'd be given maps and stuff. Like a t-shirt even. Those were the days. Now you get, oh man. When jewel cases changed to no longer be solid all the way through, I was like, what the hell is the point of this? I was so pissed off when I bought a jewel case and it's essentially a wrapper over a case that's exposed to the elements. Feelies? Those are the best? Wait, what are feelies? Freebies. Freebies, as in like merch. Free items that you paid for. Yeah, now it's literally an empty DVD case. Can't even call it a case. It's not a case anymore. Ooh, unburdened. It looks cool, whatever that unburdened is. What's the spear? Big box PC games coming home with a ton of stuff. Cloth map, keychain, minis, etc. Hell yeah. I think Halo had extra stuff as well, right? Nowadays you have to buy like the deluxe collector's edition of things. Which that doesn't bother me too much. It's just a little bit sad. As next, you still have some EverQuest feelies? Is that what they were called? Feelies? I never knew. Should probably go level up now. Chadwick, all you're saying is some of those re-release collections are absolutely worth the money? Sure, everything is free and emulatable, but like, man, buy them on sale and get yourself a stew, baby. I mean, you can make a stew after sailing the seas, you know? But, generally I have bought, like, a lot of remasters of games that I probably shouldn't have bought, just for the knowledge that buying such things ensures that companies will want to keep producing them and giving other people to enjoy that opportunity as well. So for example, even though I liked Romancing Saga 3, it was a pretty crappy game in a lot of ways that had a lot of issues, but I knew if I bought that game, you might get some of the other Saga games in the West and some of the remasters of like Saga Frontier 2 and Saga Frontier 1. And that actually came into reality. So even though I haven't bought Saga Frontier 2 yet, the remaster, I can get to it one day. Damn it. Is that dude back in the hole? I'm very surprised that worked. Datum digging dagger. I'm not wrong, yeah. We're slaves to the corpo overlords, but also you want the stuff. You're in back the gremlin. I have not regret pretty much any of the re-releases that I've wanted. Like the Mega Man X Legacy Collection is really cool. The Mega Man collection is cool. The Saga Frontier games being remastered is cool. We came with a lot of freebies. And as a matter of fact, like, going in with the Saga Frontier stuff, they actually added in scenarios that they couldn't fit into the original game because they ran out of time, which is phenomenal. Alright, Ass, next you have a good night and take care of those puppies. An out-of-place blade that harnesses glitch. My wielder used me to try and tap the fabric of reality. Believing that Source was a tool to be harnessed by the ambitious and powerful, he gathered as many glitch runes and as much code as he could hoard. He would unleash the mysterious and devastating potency upon any who challenged him. He was above the great ritual. His destiny, he was convinced, was to become the new Almighty. One day, a maiden NPC humbled herself before my mighty hero and offered him the codes and runes that had emerged upon mundane objects within her care. She also offered him a puppy. My wielder accepted the just deference this nothing showed him. While he was mesmerized by the incomparable potency of her code, the puppy eagerly crept closer. My hero exploded into pixelated Viscera. I was wondering if there's going to be a reference to this puppy. Wait, where is it? It's got to be up at the top. To this puppy. She duped him. Alright, so that shows us that maidens are not to be trusted. Thus begins LP's Manosphere arc.
Golly gosh! Did you meet the scary lady in the spooky shack? Oh boy. Guess you gotta make a choice, huh? Hey, I have a fun idea. How about you give the innocent my little gift instead of hers? And innocent wouldn't be able to stay innocent long in this messed up world.
I was a little bit curious if he'd give us another gift. Stack Overflow code.
Pixelates your flesh because it ravages your hearts. Wrongness swells within you. Rehabilitation is not cruelty. It is mercy.
Cool.
The Almighty
Now we have an opportunity to rest.
for atonement. Turn from your corruption. Abandon the pursuits that have cast you into degradation. Salvation waits. Fatality.
An unsanctioned algorithm for harnessing source. Temporarily incapacitate an enemy.
You have strayed.
Maybe I should start leveling up source.
Seek your pain. Let your pain change you. Penance begins with shame.
Nah. At least not yet. Lord, they're groaning.
You are cloistered because you have sinned. Sin pixelates your flesh because it ravages your hearts. Wrongness swells within you. Rehabilitation is not cruelty. It is mercy. The Almighty has granted you the opportunity for atonement. Turn from corruption. Abandon the pursuits that have cast you into degradation. Salvation waits. Fatality waits. Pain is a whisper from the Almighty. You have strayed. Embrace your pain. Seek your pain. Let your pain change you.
Did I get all the sconces in the area?
With shame.
I think I may have. I've been in the profane capital before. I know what the deal is here. Now we're going to need to walk into a cell and fall.
Because it ravages your hearts. Wrongness swells within you. Rehabilitation. You are cloistered because you have sinned. Sin pixelates your flesh because it ravages.
It's a chamber pot. Oh, it's been used. What do you think this gruel is? Salisbury steak? Beef stroganoff? Gruel with meatballs? French fries and rice? Chadwick, you're not trying to be gross there, but how on earth are you supposed to clean a set of Bluetooth earbuds? You detail those things with a dressmaker pen all the time, but you can't get behind the speaker grills. Oh, so there's a couple different ways. First, like you mentioned, is getting like a sewing needle. That could be one way to get the individual pins clean. Many people use a can of compressed air. And if you have a couple open holes, you can blow it in that way. And then the pressure should unclog some of the other ones as well. This is very risky, but if you take like a bowl of really hot water and just get the very edge of it in there, that can also help clear out earwax. You can use such things as like electrical tape, and then you'll need to
Hero!
Get the residue off as well. Usurper's bloodletter. Let me think of some of the other things that I've done. This is very unrecommended, but sometimes might be necessary if you're out on a run or something. But you can literally suck the earwax out of the thing. Use your teeth as like a bit of a mouth guard. And just put your mouth over the holes and suck in and then spit out. And then clean your teeth. / tongue. Tape can be useful. The pins are useful. Compressed air. The water thing. But you'll also want to be very careful if you do the hot water method, and then to dry it pretty quickly. The hot water method I'd only really recommend if it's like super blocked up and can't get it out normally.
This is embarrassing. I think I am to be civilized, or some grim echo of that process. Whatever it involves, I don't really care to find out, and I don't suspect it'll work. We've not spawned looking the way they want us to be rendered. But for better or worse, this is who I am. No torture can change that. It can only be torture. Please, if you can, find a way to mask what they hate to see of me, before they tear me apart. Nearly heroes were we, and now a world needs us. Please, find a way to cover what they hate of me. Convince them I'm the civilized adherent they seek.
You wonder if 90% isopropyl in a sonic cleaner for jewelry? I wouldn't recommend the alcohol. It'll probably evaporate too quickly. However, now that you mentioned that, that does remind me, if you dip a Q-tip in a bottle of hydrogen peroxide, have your earphone facing the ground, and then just rub the Q-tip over the holes, that could potentially get some of the gunk out for you as well.
Nearly heroes were we, and now a world needs us. Please, find a way to cover what they hate of me. Convince them I'm the civilized adherent they seek.
Alright, spooky eyeball lady. You knew I was the guy to ask?
Your kind once upheld all worth saving. They ushered change to that worth changing. 'Twas not always their own wills they served.
I kind of space out way too much when the NPCs talk in this game. Especially since we only get like the one and done dialogues. Might not help that I'm streaming. Keep of the Stolen Crown. It's been a while since I looked. Usurper's bloodletter. This memory lingers. Maybe I should go back to the cell. The castle's new usurper replaced my wielder, putting him back in his box every cycle. 6 dex, 9 sork, so it's like an epi. Looks cool. So you knew I'd be the guy to ask, because I'm too cheap to buy new headphones. Because you're right. Nah, so part of it is, you know, just being too cheap to buy new headphones all the time, but I've had a couple sets of earphones that I've really, really liked that have been discontinued for years now. So I've had to figure out ways to prolong their lifespan. And when I was replacing it for the third time, I was like, okay, I had to get some cheap Chinese knockoffs. So I need to buy these in bulk. By bulk, I mean I bought like 3 pairs at once, because those will like last a couple years each. So I've got the tips. Yeah, and if not me, I'm assuming Meow or Global could give some good insight. Some other headphone care tips that I'd provide are that quite often the jacks are the point of weakness. And if you reinforce the cables where they connect in, you can prolong the life of your headphones by quite a bit. Actually, I had to do that with my new pair of headphones. By new, I mean it's a couple years old at this point. For the computer today, I noticed that the wire was exposed near the ear part. Just not ideal. So I just rewrapped it. Hopefully it'll last a little while longer. So make sure I got everything. We're gonna fight Havel. So where we came from?
Nearly heroes were we. Please.
Davis! Robert Davis!
Robert Davis!
Robert Davis!
Anti-hero, uptight ass kickers. Get wrecked, Bobbert. Nothing personnel, kid. Well, that is badass. About to climb Gryffindor Tower. Wait, this is not a window? Is that just misplaced? Having the NPCs just shout names like that is so funny. Meow, you heard the word badass? We ring? Something like that. How's it going? And when are you gonna get your ass fixed if it's gone bad? Heard it's got a big old crack in it. Right, what's this?
Have you found him? Have you found the king? Oh, not yet. My heart is pounding. My heart is pounding. My heart is pounding.
What was the show that had the kid that would always go, "You rang"? Is her heart pounding? Something like that. Bring my gift to the innocent one. Try Orshaft village. Who's this? Is this the crone lady? It's Carmen Sandiego. M. Bison. It's the Beholder. I have no idea what that is. The red shell. Hey, it's Ganon in the pig form. Sala says, Q-tip with 90% alcohol to Chadwick. She ain't hear all my nice suggestions. Why is this such a friend? Hero Stumper. As a good crit. Do you have to go smaller needle with tip wrapped in a little bit of cotton of a Q-tip or a cotton ball with 90%? That's how you cleaned out the charging port on your iPad? It's a chainsaw. A pixelating invention based on the steam power technology of Orshaft Village. The moat of glaring heads were not hewn with me. I'm assuming that's outside. It's bad smell air. Oh no, it's going through the wall. Use the eye of the needle, not the extra pointy end. Tiny stick figure, what the hell? It's a mini me. An impossible object, a tiny doll that looks like you, can be used at a beacon to reallocate your attribute points. Oh, we do have Respecs. Haunted thoughts, a pixelating helmet fit for a night, but filled with nightmares. Actually, what are the stats on that one? It's the heaviest of all. The other helmet was cooler. Chadwick, you're not sharing with anyone, but you don't want to be appalled when you look at them either. I don't know how some people deal with their devices when they're all like super gross looking. Guess they're not gross looking to them, but I've seen some horrifying things on the internet. Hardcore pill. This waterfall of blood is very loud. Ah! Haunted dreams. Cool. I was just hoping that I would get a chest piece. She was always carried across the threshold of that tentacled maw, but this time she never returned. Okay. I didn't think it could attack that quickly. Chadwick just has nasty ears. Apparently there's two types of earwax. There's like a dry type and a wet type. I have no idea what my type is. I'm assuming the wet type. But I clean my ears fairly often, to be honest. I just don't like the feeling of them when they aren't cleaned frequently. Poem of Source. It's Patches.
Back in my day. This is not your day, old-timer. I'm trying to help you, kid. Then don't inhibit me. Kid ain't ready. The caution of cowardice. I will purge the evil from this keep. You ain't ready. Nothing to do with action, boy. It's your head. Heroism is about intention. So I should learn from a failure? Better I beseech the great ones. You should learn from all of us. You disgust me. The only difference between you and them is those bastards achieved something. Ain't the only difference, kid. 'Cause I want you to succeed.
Damn.
Kid ain't ready. He's just not ready. Ah, my eternal bosom friend, be wary. This outdated hero is trying to teach me. In truth, he seeks credit for my inevitable glories. That's how it works, kid. When it works right. We all spawn on the shoulders of those who came before. Psh, a failed hero's refrain if ever I heard one. Go suckle valor from someone else's deeds. My icon is pulsing and firm. Yours is flaccid and withered.
Jeez.
They didn't want us, and now the future is ours.
I liked the line of go suckle from somebody else's deeds. It's quite clever.
They didn't want us. Kid ain't ready.
It ain't ready. Pop-up code. Mysterious algorithm that taps into source. Summon a decoy that distracts enemies. Meow, you had a ball of wax in your ear as a child? You woke up and heard something rolling around in there? Had to go to the doctor? It was like a hard marble of wax. You guys ever seen the videos of people cleaning out other people's ears professionally? It's so gross. It's like a train wreck. Hard to look away. Okay, so we have more floors than I thought. I was thinking about going back to the beacon because I didn't know how close I was to a boss area. We'll persevere. Oh, he's got spikes on his shield. Is that fair? Haunted feelings. Stella, no, because you don't want to see that gross stuff. Those corkscrew silicone earwax drill dealies are amazing, so it seems. Am I a zip popping video guy? Nope, not at all. Like, I don't go out of my way to see that stuff. I just see it occasionally. Also, in the military, in my line of work, where hearing is important, definitely seeing a person or two who's needed, oh no, their ears cleaned like that. I guess I wouldn't be able to walk off anyway. Well, you know what, let's just continue. I know this doesn't work. I went through the floor. I went through the floor. Mendacious, you're more of a tonsil stone video guy? Is that a thing? Already seen me. Okay. Worked. Please don't get me. I didn't expect he could melee me. Oh, he saw me. I was about to read chat. That was a terrible roll, but I lived. So excited, I'm so scared. Have you been here? Wait, how did that happen? Did I just assume? Oh, no. I went this way, right? But I didn't go up this way. Robbie, you're back to playing Blasphemous 2? Stella, that's further evidence for your having a body as disgusting position. It's only disgusting if you think it is. Stop thinking about it, and you're fine. Forehead. They use water picks or a long Q-tip to get tonsil stones out? Took me a long time to truly understand what tonsil stones were, because I would just kind of naturally get rid of them by essentially hawking up loogies as a kid. You know what? I guess if I die, that's just a good reason to spawn at spawn rather than walking back. Because I'll need to come back this way anyway and fight everything. Stella, did you mean mendacious instead of meow? Oh no, meow did say something? Oh wait, I have top chat on, not live. Damn it. I might have been missing messages all night. Let me scroll back up to see if I missed other things. I think we're pretty good. Yeah, so I did not get to see Meow's message of nothing as satisfying as watching a big cyst get drained. Yummy. What do you call a carotenoid cyst when they have like hair and teeth in them? Carotenoid, right? Because it's made of keratin. Bodies are overrated. Perchance. Stella, you had cystic acne for a couple years in your 20s. It sucked. What did you have to do to deal with it, if you don't mind me asking? I've never really had issues with acne. So it made me wonder. This might be a hot take, but I also feel like for a lot of girls, their acne type issues are exacerbated by beauty products. They don't give their skin enough time to breathe because they do too much stuff to it. Yeah. Stella, you had no money, so you drained it yourself and would leave the extra strength oxy, whatever it's called, on it to dry it out? Mendacious, you had an abscess. The surgeon was pulling gauze out of you like a clown pulling the light of handkerchief out of his mouth. Jeez. You're like crazy, so it wasn't as funny then. No money equals no dermatologist. Fair enough. You know what I surprisingly haven't heard of? People trying to use AI as WebMD, essentially. Damn, those things are so fast. I'm dead. I wasn't trying to imply anything about you or your skin specifically, Stella. But I've known a few women who definitely caked on the makeup because they had acne, and I felt like it was a little bit of a self-defeating cycle for them. AI can't tell you how many R's are in the word strawberry. You're not letting that anywhere near your healthcare? Oh, I'm not advising anybody to do that. I'm just surprised that I haven't heard horror stories of people, like, I don't know, cutting off their own legs because the AI in the machine told them to. Don't know the best time to hit those night things. Maybe I should just go for the weak hits. Oh, I was going the wrong way anyway. Huh? So you don't like foundation? Too much work? Just a bright eyeshadow is fun to do though. Mendacious, you're oily, probably why you look so young since you're naturally moisturized. Chadwick, your skin actively kills itself at the literal change of the weather. Got that Midwest change of the seasons going on for you. It goes from 40 one week to 80 the next. That's in freedom units. For you metric enjoyers. I'm glad I was Sekiro spamming that because I did not imagine that thing was about to hit me. Werewolf go poof. Civilizations set. Civilization, eh? That's just the Brass Keeper set. Chadwick, if you wore makeup, you'd look like an Easter egg. Not just a regular one, an Easter egg. Meow, your skin's flawless except where it's not. Same, bro, same. Stella's gonna be 80 there next week. It was like 45 yesterday. Got him. Oh, when did I pick this up? The loot? Hero's loot. Oh, it's the Guitar Hero axe. Pixelating instrument of destruction. Lingers in Festivity Row. The desire of heroes like mine to be the only star of the stage often led them to pound one another. Pound one another, huh? Civilization's crown, a pixelating traditional helmet for a benevolent monarch. Even my NPC could not be purified to the fanatic's satisfaction. It's super heavy. Same, but different. Does the pipe layer participate in this pounding? That's a very good question. I don't think so, because he's not in the festivities row, right? Or do I go this way? No, this way was closed off. Right, okay. How do I get out of this spot? Wait, is this a cheat? Yeah, I'd love to see a bald dude go full Easter egg face paint as a statement. Insane Con Pass, you did that already, right? Glad that thing decided to shrug at me rather than punching me in the face. Cool. Okay, what's that? No. I think I can make that. Though maybe that other way's safer. Maybe I can make that. I don't trust my I don't trust this game. I trust this game to try to get me. Everybody should start wearing overly vibrant face paint. It'd be good for society. Counterpoint, the Tin Man. If anything, everybody should stop wearing face paint and makeup. How do I get up there? We made it. Oh, there's an enemy over here. I've not been this way. For some reason, I thought this was the entrance. Counterpoint, that makeup was a vibrant color, was silver. Wasn't silver. But he was the Tin Man, right? It's made out of tin. And lead. Legend of Independence. A beautiful Monet right across the dome. Beautiful from a distance, not up close. It wasn't vibrant. Well, technicolorly. I have to redo everything again. It's because I had to know. What I'm doing anymore. Sir, where did you come from? Oh, now I need to go back to the first one, don't I? Silver isn't a vibrant color, it's just like a shiny gray. I think it's vibrant enough. It's got that metallic sheen, that's what makes it vibrant. Oh, this is the problem. Okay, I did come up here. I just couldn't get up there. So we're gonna be able to come back and let the elevator thing down, I guess. This is so loud. Stella, all of your normal wear jewelry is silver. It's not vibrant. It depends on the silver. What do I do? I do it again. Vibrant like a Sony Sport Walkman and a 90s Casio? Sure.
This keep is rank with conviction and pride. Perhaps your patheticness preserves you from such folly. But that was a compliment.
Oh, he's complimenting us now. Wait a second. It's the dude.
I told you to give my present to the innocent. Now he's been ruined by experiences thanks to you. How can I trust you again after breaking my heart? Suck it up, Reservoir. It's not my heart that matters, is it? The Great One in this keep had swell intentions. She wanted to remake the world like it used to be. But reversion is still transformation. It doesn't really matter that suffering can bring about change. The problem is that change brings about suffering. She made a boo-boo. Sound familiar? If you want to heal the heart that actually matters, unburden her. If you want to heal the heart that actually matters, unburden her.
What NPC is he talking about? I mean, we've heard of this NPC but not encountered them. I don't know what the hell they want. I don't know where they were. Without horns, you misread Cassio's casino and started getting overstimulation flashbacks. Thanks, Chadwick. Without horns used to be a high roller. Meanwhile, Meow is a high roller. It's a vampire. Stamina regeneration? I know, are we starting to hit the point of diminishing returns? I feel like Jello salad is an objectively cursed dish. It's either the greatest thing ever or absolutely god-awful. Why would anybody ever make it? So maybe instead of cursed, I should have said blurst. Global, you fear and loathe using psychedelics in casinos, is that right? Hunter? Hunter 2? Plant's dead.
If you want to heal the heart that actually matters, unburden her. Oh! Oh!
How is H capitalized? This reminds me of the High Wall of Lothric. The second time around. Global, that was not at all a pleasant film, but you should watch that again. Thai McDonald's commercial? Oh, you said McDonald's. For some reason, when you said that, I was thinking of the Thai Elden Ring commercial. You seen me? I couldn't lock on fast enough. That's annoying. Screw you too. Squish. How'd he miss? How can he miss? There's a tradition of leaving giant signs up in Reno after the establishment has died. Come on, tracking, brother. That was a free win and you squandered it.
So very far the charming bundle of sticks had come. The king ever closer with each pixelated step. Was it truly happening?
Sin wolves you, clings upon you. Burn the degradation wrought by your desire. Pain is proof of your corruption.
Purity. Ah!
Sin wolves you, clings upon you. Purify your flesh, purify your heart. Burn the degradation wrought by your desire. Pain is proof of your corruption.
Run home, bat. It's a Hook reference.
Sin wolves you, clings upon you. Purify your flesh, purify your heart. Burn the degradation wrought by your desire.
Did I say Home Alone? I meant Hook. Did I actually say Home Alone? Anyway, this memory lingers in rehabilitation pits, a pixelating transformation of once innocent toys. They forged vile tools with which to conduct their sadistic tortures.
Clings upon you. Purify your flesh, purify your heart. Burn
Alright, let's
the
access the
degradation
trap door.
wrought by your desire. Pain is proof of your corruption.
Joe! Thought I was gonna fall. Without horns, you guys got a giant sign for Landon's Cafe on a street corner that hasn't been around since the 40s or 50s? That's pretty crazy. That's like 70 years.
Purify your heart. Burn the degradation. Your pride twists you. Your ego overcomes your
humility.
essence.
No, wait, purity, humility.
Humble yourself. Beg for guidance from those who have not strayed. Humility reveals. Your pride twists you. Your ego overcomes your essence.
Oh, are these different?
Humble yourself. Beg for guidance from those who have not strayed. Humility reveals the depth of your sin.
Don't know how to beg. I don't have that gesture.
Your pride twists you. Your ego overcomes your essence. Humble yourself. Beg for guidance from those who have not strayed. Humility reveals the depth.
Some of the signs are legit seen as cultural landmarks. I believe that. Maybe this is a friend. Look at that sophisticated slapping animation. I was like, maybe this one has sapience. Damn it. We should be okay now, right? Hate those things. I just have to play super passively against them, I guess. Chadwick, it'd be fun to be a Foley artist for a dungeon crawler. You added some words to that sentence. Not sure why. Remarkable quietness of this game makes you appreciate how much ambient noise the FromSoft games have. There's ambient noise in here, there's like the wind and stuff. A lot of the FromSoft games are also very quiet. I think the sound design in this game is actually pretty decent. Oh yeah, I meant to look at all the other places I could fall.
Share the bounty of your conviction.
Or is this a different color?
Salvation comes from the outside in. Do not waver.
That seems like a bad idea. Can I land on that? The annoying thing would be coming back to this area. Okay. I might be able to hop through that. I doubt it though, but... That horn sound design's an often underappreciated art. It gives the title so much polish. Absolutely agree. Unequivocally. From games love their clanking gear and dragging chains, clanking, etc. Didn't mean to use clanking twice in that sentence.
Salvation comes.
Oh no,
from
Chadwick's
the
starting to sound like a
outside
clanker.
in. Do not waver. Nostalgaia has forgotten her traditions. Force them upon her. Share the bounty of your conviction.
The footfall sounds and different textures, etc. Yeah, FromSoft pays a lot of attention to that. It's really one of the things that helps set them apart.
It was happening. The elegant, illuminate, spry, minimalist silhouette scaled the monolith. The narrator did hope. The narrator believed.
You believed wrong.
Trust in the order from which you have strayed.
Ooh, I had this guy.
Is
Chapel
sin.
of Humility.
You do not determine right.
Release,
Hold
purify?
faith that right exceeds your instincts. Fidelity is next to the Almighty. Trust in the order from which you have strayed.
Siphon code.
Is sin. You do not determine right. Hold faith that right exceeds your instincts. Fidelity is next to the Almighty.
Edit undo. Edit undo. I'm sorry, guys.
Trust in the order
Mysterious
from
algorithm
which you
that
have
taps into
strayed.
source temporary leech
Doubt
health with your
is
right hand
sin.
weapon attack. Oh, that's actually really good. 13. Oof.
Hold faith that right exceeds your instincts. Fidelity is
You don't go through the
next
game in just
to the
cloth armor,
Almighty.
so you can hear anything else in the game. Kojima always had an appreciation for attention to detail.
Trust
Did I kill
in
everyone in the
order
cells
from which
accidentally?
you
I
have
thought they were
strayed.
already dead. Don't put that bad juju on me.
You do not determine right. Hold faith that right exceeds your instincts. Fidelity is next
Faith?
to the Almighty.
Where's this? Okay, so we heard her. Now we'll be able to get into this tower if I don't fall.
Trust in the order from
It's my
which you
death.
have strayed. Doubt is sin. You do not determine. Your pride twists you.
Very
Your
humble.
ego overcomes your essence. Humble yourself. Beg for guidance from those who have not strayed. Humility reveals the depth of your sin.
I'm gonna wait here for like a
pride
minute.
twists you. Your ego overcomes your essence. Humble yourself. Beg for guidance from those who have not strayed. Humility reveals the depth of your sin. Your pride twists you. Your ego overcomes your essence. Humble yourself. Beg those who have...
It's kind of a neat little section of the game so far. Perfect fit. What the hell's that? Is it a shield? Pixelating social construct. Some NPCs sought to build themselves up above their peers. This memory lingers in NPC City, however you're missing an ability. Huh. So if we have 30 stat point requirement items, I guess we have more reason to keep pumping up our strength. Hey, Brando Commando, welcome into the stream. Pee pee poo poo, good sir? Kaka doo doo to you.
Humble yourself. Beg for guidance from those who have not.
Honestly, one of the biggest disappointments in this game is I can't spam guard while I'm sprinting. I also can't change stances while I'm sprinting. It's a big bummer. How else can I spice up my runs between sections of the game? The horns, you always find it weird when a fantasy setting with controllable undead or golems don't just use them as slaves of industry, but maybe that's because you're American. Yeah, you're just like, free labor going unused does not compute. It's not the American way. Meat. I think that's the same symbol that was on the shield that we got at the beginning of the game that we gave to the other dude.
The awesome stick figure crashed upon them like almighty thunder. Rip them to ribbons, my good fellow.
Why has the narrator lost its mind now? That was very cute. She dropped her tray. I feel bad. They're not getting staggered. Never mind. Well, there you go without horns. Now you have your automaton knights acting as maids. Foreign Queens Chill. Ah, they seen me. The damage that they did was much. That hit me through the thing? Holy crap. Bros, they're doing real damage. Holy crap. The main outfit over the spiky armor, so good. It took me that long to get up there, and now I got. Rip. Wait, that goes down. Maybe I should not be running away from these dudes. Ah!
Your desire. Pain is proof of your corruption.
Oh no. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
Burn the degradation wrought by your desire. Pain is proof of your corruption.
That was not worth it. So much for healing myself. Maybe the AI won't be able to handle all these stairs.
Purify your flesh. Purify your heart. Burn the degradation. Humble yourself.
Like a lich running his own fleet of Uber drivers? Building things, constructing their own fortresses, phylacteries, that sort of thing.
Your pride twists you.
Like King Solomon using demons to help build his temple, you get it? That took our jobs. Chadwick has just invented the crypto bro. And I guess that's more without horns. Oh, good thing I came to this spot in a worse condition than I started.
Salvation comes from the outside in. Do not waver. Nostalgaia has forgotten her traditions.
The annoying thing is I was probably really close to an elevator. The wonderful maid outfit is stuck. Budge. One at a time, we can win. Oh, she can't go through the door? That horns, now you want to run a D&D campaign wizard whose whole deal is they work as a cleaner, room decorator for hire using prestidigitation. That's an awful lot of words to say that you want to roleplay as a naughty maid. What are you going to be doing with all those digits? Please save me. No. Surely the next one over there, right? We did it. I hope. Bro, how funny would it be if the bottom of this just gave out at the bottom? I just fell to my death. Equipped item. An elevator that just fails and kills you? Yeah. I do want to continue, but we are pretty well over time, and the area looks like it continues on for a decent while longer. So I think we'll go ahead and stop here for the night, since we just got a nice shortcut back over to here. So I want to thank you all for joining me as always, and we'll be going live again at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as per usual. So until then, take care, stay safe. Last Protagonist out.